In Japan, the late train is supposed to be predictable. It stops where the schedule says. It opens its doors where the map says. But online, people still tell the story of Kisaragi Station, a platform that appears between real places and vanishes before morning. No railway company lists it. No map remembers it. The warning is simple. If your train skips every familiar stop, do not trust the next station name. And if the doors open at a place you have never heard of, do not get off. Ima Kuroda took the last local train after a translation job in Tokyo. She sat near the doors with her coat folded on her lap, answering messages until the city lights thinned outside the windows. At first, nothing felt wrong. Then the train passed her stop without slowing. It passed the next one, too. The route display blinked, blurred, and went dark. Across the aisle, a phone lay glowing on an empty seat, though Ima was sure someone had been holding it a minute before. Ima stood and pressed the intercom. No answer. The driver cabin was lit, but the glass reflected only the empty car behind her. Outside, apartment blocks had become fields, then black water, then hills she did not recognize. Her phone showed one bar, then none, then a location pin spinning over a blank gray square. The overhead route map flickered back on. Every station name had smeared into the same unreadable line. At the far end of the car, the doors chimed for a stop that should not exist. The train stopped at a narrow platform under broken fluorescent lights. Rain fell so hard it seemed to erase the tracks. The station sign was old, white, and almost unreadable, but Ima could make out one word through the blur. Kisaragi. The doors opened. No one waited outside. No conductor spoke. A red signal blinked in the fog like a patient eye. Ima remembered an old thread she had read years ago and stepped backward. The doors stayed open, as if the station knew she had been warned. Ima tried to remain on the train, but the lights inside the car snapped off one by one. The platform was the only place left with light. She stepped out, and the doors closed behind her without a sound. Inside the tiny station office, a wall clock trembled near midnight. A public phone rang once, stopped, then rang again. Ima picked it up before she could stop herself. A woman's voice whispered through static. If you hear drums, do not follow them. If you hear your name, run the other way. Behind the platform, a gravel path led into cedar trees and rain. Paper lanterns glowed beside a small roadside shrine, though there was no wind and no festival. Somewhere in the forest, a drum began to beat slowly. Emma covered one ear and walked toward the tunnel instead. Her phone vibrated with a message from her own number. It contained only a video of the station office, filmed from behind her shoulder. In the last frame, the public phone lifted off the hook again. The railway tunnel swallowed every sound except rain. Ima followed the rails, keeping her eyes on the red light deep inside. Halfway there, the drum stopped. Then a voice came from the tunnel mouth behind her, calm and close. Ima Kuroda. The voice sounded like her mother, then her boss, then herself. She did not turn around. The rails under her feet began to hum. Far ahead, headlights appeared, but the train was moving too slowly, as if it had been waiting for her to choose. Ima ran until the tunnel opened onto a rural crossing. The barrier arms were down. Red lights flashed over an empty road and a bicycle lying in the rain. On the far side, she saw the outline of her own neighborhood, impossible and close, as if Tokyo had been folded toward her. The train rolled out of the fog behind her with all its doors open. No driver, no passengers, only the phone on the seat, still glowing. This time, Ima got on before the crossing bells could speak her name. At dawn, Ima woke on her apartment floor with rainwater in her shoes and mud on her hands. The last train had arrived on schedule, the railway company said. No delays, no missing passengers, no station called Kisaragi. Emma deleted every video except one. It showed an empty platform, a blurred sign, and 2 red signal lights in the rain. At the end, a voice from the public phone whispered through her laptop speakers. "Next time, let the doors close.